Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. This is a one-sheet wonder made with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that was printed on both sides. I have two here to show you. I'll show you very quickly each of them. So this one was, I'll tell you about the kits afterwards, but it opens up. I've done them each a little different. That one has a belly band. This has a top loading pocket here, a tiny pocket on the front, a tag pocket there. This flops down. I put a couple belly bands. I've just clipped in another journaling spot, and I did this 2-hole closure on both of them. So that's that one. And this one is just a little bit different. I just wanted to show you the main difference. So again, open up the front. I put a belly band in the front. This time I didn't glue this down. So here you can see I glued it down so that it was a top loading pocket also. Here I just used it as a flip with this journal card inside and left it loose. But I could continue decorating this, but it flops down as well. And instead of belly bands down here, I did a pocket for another journaling card. And I put a pocket down here instead of clipping something on. But again, I used the 2-hole closure. So it's just a little bit different. So that flops back up, that flops over, and there we go. So I'll tell you kits real quick. I'm using for all of them, the one we're doing today as well, my Christmas collage collection. This one is called Snow Angel. This one is called Daydream. And the one we're going to use is called Cottage Core. And then inside, all of these smalls are from my Christmas Snips and Sentiments, as are these journaling cards. They're all from, yeah, Christmas Snips and Sentiments. And the only thing different here, I've used the sentiment again. The only thing in this one is I use a new kit I have. It's really neat. It's a vintage florist message card. You know, when you get a bouquet of flowers and there's a little message card with it. That's that new kit. So that's from there. And then there's some larger cards in there as well. There's a whole bunch of smalls like that. And then this is one of the bonus postcards in that kit. She's absolutely sweet. So another writing space. So that's the Florist kit. That's new. It's not in the Christmas section. And then today I'm just going to set those aside because we'll use them. Like I said, we're going to use the Cottage Core, and then I've got some other vintage ephemera here I'm going to show you in a moment. So we need, oh, here comes the dogs. I'm sorry. We have ribbon. This is approximately 18-20 inches. I have a corner rounder, optional. This is a 1.5 inch circle punch ink glue. I have a bone folder, a pokey tool, scissors, and of course a scoreboard. Okay, that's about it for, I know it seems like a lot, doesn't it? And I think, oh, it's not that much. It's the usuals, I think. So let's just make a little room and get our scoreboard out. Now, you just need something that's fairly substantial. So you want to use something a little bit thick. So this is like I think it's a 90-pound cardstock, 80 or 90, but it's not super thick. It's bendable, but it's got it's a little bit substantial. Okay. See, I'm a little crooked here. I'm going to turn you just a bit. There we go. Okay. So I'm using, it's a landscape print. Oops, it's upside down. It's a landscape print. And because this is a collage, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like you can tell, like these are all landscape prints. It's a collage, so it doesn't really matter to me which way it's going. If you have something that's like a directional print, you might rather use a printable or something or scrapbook paper that you cut down to the size that's portrait style or tall. But the main thing is, whichever you decide, I'm using this. And this is how I'm going to demonstrate it, is with an 8.5 by 11 landscape, which, like I said, portrait landscape doesn't really matter. When we do the cuts, that's what matters. What you really want, I'm going to open this one up to demonstrate. You want to know where on this page, front or back, is going to be your front cover, your back cover. So you can see that that's the top half of a sheet. So do I want that corner to be my front cover, or that cover corner, or do I want to go this way or this way? I'm set on this already, and I had gotten started and then my camera got full, so I had to start again. So you'll see there's already a score mark, but okay. So let's keep going there. So 3 score marks and 3 cuts. I think that's right. Okay, so I've decided that my top right corner, keep that tucked into your scoreboard. Some people's scoreboard is from the left, so I apologize. So just reverse what I'm doing. But from the right hand side of the page, I'm doing 4 inches. So, and you're scoring top to bottom, all the way down. Okay. Now I'd like you to turn your paper to the right. 1 turn. Okay, and then we're going to score at 5 3/4, top to bottom. 5 3/4, top to bottom. Missed my mark there. And then you're going to score, you want right here, about a 1/2 inch in. This one you don't really have to measure. It's just kind of what it's going to be. So this is how you can decide. That's the section that's going to show up there. So you decide how big you want that. So I'm just going to rough eyeball this, but I'm going to tell you it's about approximately a 1/2 inch. Okay, that's it for scoring. So let's get rid of this guy and just remember which corner is going to be your cover. So cuts, let's get rid of this piece. Hang on to it because we'll use that as a belly band, okay? Don't throw it away. Luna, it's okay. So I'm going to hang on to that. And then let me just double check because I want to get this right. There's my cover. Oops. I already mess up. No, that's what I wanted for my cover. No, I'm sorry. Just had to think about that for a second. Sorry. Let's ignore that. Little pause. Okay, so this is correct. The next cut you want to do is, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to use this one because I can flop it because that one's glued down. Just so it's a better demonstration. There. So we want to cut from the right side along the score line just to the center and then stop. That's your second cut. Let's do that now. So from the right hand side along the score line to the other score line where it crosses. There, stop. And then this down here, you're going to score, or I'm sorry, you're going to cut on the score line. You can eyeball it. I'm going to say this, I've measured it before. It's about 2.75 inches. You can eyeball it if you want. But basically what's going to happen is this bottom chunk is going to fold in to make this little pocket. So I'm going to go just approximate like that. And let's just test it quick to see if it's too short. I need it to go a little further. A little further. I suppose you could measure it. Let me do this first and then I'll measure it for you so you know exactly. And I folded that down. Let me measure that for you, okay? So we're talking, hard to tell. It is, oh my goodness, Kathy, let's go this way. It's about 2.5, 2.75. One or the other will be fine. Okay. Okay, now we're going to flip it over and we're going to work from the inside. So that's your front cover, back cover, but we're going to flip it over and work from the inside. Okay. I want you to fold the bottom up. Give that a smush. And like I said, this pocket, this thing comes down here. I folded it up, but now we're the reverse. Got it. Whatever's hanging over the edge, if it is, we could trim off. Okay, that's that. Now let's do this fold before we do anything else, because everything gets a little wonky after you fold it, right? Before we just decide on trimming or cutting or anything. I should have said, make sure you're lined up on your side before you smush or burnish. There we go. It's a little better. And if you're finding that this is a little rough, we can trim that up just a bit. Like if it's interfering with the fold. So you could just take a little bit off the edge. Just a smidge, just a hair. Further. Where I folded it. There we go. That fits a little better. I didn't in the other two, but in this one it seemed to be catching, so that one's fine. And we can ink now, or so that's your base. That's the base of your project, okay? Maybe that's why it was there we go. That's better. So that's it. That's the base of your base template, and then we can decorate. So I'm going to ink. Let's ink first, and then we'll start adding figuring out our pockets. I won't go too crazy. I can do a lot of this off camera when we're done, but just to get the base, front and back. I love these Christmas collage papers. They have been so versatile. I've used them for so many things, and yet they all go together. So that's if you're using that coupon code that I have like all the time that never expires, that Raven 6, I'll remind you of that at the end of this video. This is a good one to use that code on. It's where you buy any 6 kits and you get 60% off with code Raven 6. So I'll just remind you of that at the end of the video and tell you how to do that, how to use that code, even if there's another sale going on, to overwrite it. It's here. Now it's up to you if you want to round your corners. I kind of like this straight edge because I'll use round corners on my journaling cards instead as a nice contrast. Okay, I think I got it all. Did I? Probably missed something. Yeah, I probably missed something. Okay. Okay, so you can decide if you want to glue this down or leave it flopping. I think we're going to leave this one flopping. And I'm going to do this right now since I have my ink still out. And just eyeball that. I'm going to save these little tabs that I'm going to punch away. Yeah, there you go. I always love how they fly around. Okay, and now I'm going to glue down this pocket, okay? So I need to glue this edge and the bottom. Now you could also leave that as a flip if you wanted to. Glue, oops, I guess I should have done it down here. Doesn't matter. And I can see that I need to burnish that a little bit. Let me just burnish that down. There we go. So that's my pocket, and it's going to be a flip, and I'm going to leave it as a flip this time. I kind of like that better. It's a little more interactive. Okay, so from here, the piece that we cut off up here, I'm going to make that a belly band. So I'm just going to make it just a bit smaller. Okay. Like this. Belly band there. And then you've got this pocket, and now that's using basically the whole sheet except for these, which we will use in a minute, but that's the whole sheet used. Okay, so you've used this piece that you cut off, and so that's what makes that a one sheet wonder. And then decorate as you wish. So, oh, you know what else we can do now before I let you go to decorate is you can punch your holes. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Like that. Yeah. You want to punch your 2 holes here, and I would kind of line it up with the belly band. I don't measure, and you just need 2 holes. 1, 2, and that's where you're going to feed your ribbon through later from the inside to the outside. So let's just grab some ephemera quick here. And I wanted to use this card. We'll grab a couple of them. She's cute too. So this one here is from a kit I have called Christmas Ephemera. And that's exactly what she is. They're vintage images. And again, I've printed on that same cardstock. So there's a journaling card. Here's a journaling card. Just a minute, Luna. And this one is from the Snips and Sentiments. I really like these kitty cats. I'm gonna grab that one. I need one that's going to go in that tag slot there. So last time I cut these kitties down really small to do that. And what am I going to use this time? Oh, you know what? I think I'll use one of these for that. Maybe this one. That's too big, I think. Maybe this guy looks nice and skinny. I'll try this one. Set that one aside. With the poinsettias. I'm just trying to keep this under 20 minutes. So I'm going to keep that one. And then this is the one card I wanted to use. And this is from the Christmas, it's a scrap called the Christmas, it's a scrapbook. Christmas scrapbook. It's an ephemera kit too. With a journaling page that you can use as a background. There we go. She's a lovely lady too. She's just too big for this project. Okay. So that would be a really nice card here. Looks like if I'm going to use it, I need to... No, it's going to work. I really like that. I just thought that was... This one's cottage core, and I thought that would be really cute with this. And I thought a cottage should have a kitty. That's what I thought. So I'd like to put a pocket down there. So let's make this one a little bit smaller. And then we'll trim it up a bit here. In the blue one, the first one I did, I cut this sentiment off the bottom and I cut it in 2 and I made that into 2 belly bands. And then I cut a small around the kitties and used that as the tab card. So that's going to go there. And then I need some sort of a pocket across the bottom. We'll get to that in a second. And then this here I wanted to do. That's going to go there. I'm not going to ink everything because I don't want to keep you too much longer. Okay, so that's where I use these tabs. So where I cut this thumb notch out, I'm going to use these as my pull on here. That's one thing I wanted to show you. So that's basically it. So as I'm just finishing up, oh, that's my 20-minute timer. Now my dogs are going to bark. Okay, sorry, it's okay. No, it's okay. Oh, I should have thought of that. I'm sorry. I don't. No, shh, quiet. So I'm just going to use that as a pull tab. So if you make your thumb notch a little bit bigger, you have a bigger pull tab. But I do the front and I do the back with the card in between. And that becomes the pull tab. I didn't center that very well, but I am rushing. So there we go. So that's going to be the card that goes in here with a tab. There we go. Okay, so that goes there. And then some sort of a pocket across here. I do have some, this is from another project. I don't want to do another ballet band. I want something a little thicker, a little bigger. This is from another project. So I'm going to make a pocket about that big. There we go. That's going to be my pocket. It's going to go here. Perfect. So yeah, you can decorate as you wish. So back to the, I was going to tell you about the coupon code. So when you're on Etsy, you can, if you're on a laptop or a tablet or something and you're on Etsy, I know you can sort by, well, you can sort by section on a phone too. It's just a little more obvious when you're on a, the sections are more obvious, like the layout that you get. There. I'm going to put a little pocket down here too, a smaller one. And anyways, the Christmas section, that's where all of this stuff is found. I have a section for Christmas. So the collage papers, like I said, I'll link all that below. But the Christmas collage papers are a great example of something that's a good time to use that coupon code that I have all the time. Actually, I like that side better. It's called Raven 6. I'm going to line this up a little higher just so that I can see all the pieces. Kind of cute. And then these can go in here. But before I put them in, I'm going to feed this through and show you how to do that. So when there's a sale on, for example, like somebody's having a sale in their Etsy shop, that the sale code shows up automatically as you're checking out. But if the coupon code, which my coupon code is always bigger than any sale I have, is 60% off, you can overwrite that. Let's make that a little bit bigger. You can overwrite that code. Did you know that? So in Etsy, if somebody gives you a specific coupon code, you can, and there's a sale going on, you can just erase that or type over top of it and put in your coupon code. So my coupon code is Raven 6, all together, like the number 6. There we go. This is ribbon's a little thicker. So you just pull it through that side. I'm on the working from the inside out. Just poke both sides through. Very simple closure. No gluing involved. Just poke a couple holes and pull your ribbon through. That's it. There we go. That's that. Now I can put these in. There. So you can embellish your kit more. You can add more to it. You can decorate the front if you like. But this, and then this just comes around the front and you tie your bow. So I did measure this quickly. It's 20 inches, this little ribbon, just to give you an idea. There, how cute is that? Yeah, so code Raven 6 to save 60% anytime on any of my kits ever. Whether it's a large kit, small kit, doesn't matter. You can save 60% anytime in my, now Etsy does not stack coupons, so you can't use more than one coupon code at a time. So that is the best deal you'll find in my Etsy shop. So basically it works out to like $2 a kit or something. So whether it's a large kit or one of the high density 5-image kits, you can save 60%. And yeah, it's the best deal. There, so now I have a blue, a pink, and a kind of a cream color one. So this idea, I should have mentioned at the beginning, and I apologize, came from watching a YouTube video by this gal, Scrappinology. I done a little bit different spin on it, but the basic idea I got from her. Now, I don't know if it was her original idea or not, but it's the first time I've seen it, so I'm giving credit to her, Scrappinology. So thank you very much for the inspiration. So aren't those cute? And then you could use those for gifting. I think they would be a really neat idea to, especially like a Christmas, of course, that's the season we're getting to, a Christmas gift where you could put in, you could do a gift card. So for example, I was going to gift this to my granddaughter, and I would say, open that up, and we're going on a shopping trip. Give her some sort of little written note. There'd be a gift card in here, let's say. Perhaps there'd be another gift card in here. Maybe I'd cut out a picture of then we're going to go, write up a cute little itinerary, and then we're going to go for lunch, that sort of thing. Maybe get your nails done or something. So that would be one idea, but you can take that idea and run with it. So maybe you have a friend you want to gift to, so you could put in a recipe. I'm always back to the recipe thing. Or if you have vintage friends and you want to share some vintage ephemera, this would make a cute little ephemera folder. I'm sorry about my dogs if you can hear them. Well, it's my dog and my granddog, Granimal, getting a little excited in there. Okay, so that's it for today. That is, I don't even know what we're going to call this, some sort of little folder project, but it is definitely a one-sheet wonder with 8.5 by 11. I'll link those kits below. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.